Afternoon, everyone, and everyone here includes Professor Santi. I can see he's managed to get you to switch on your videos, which is really, really great. And I can see almost all of you already, just in case you needed to do that. So if your video isn't on, please could you switch it on? I'm only here for the first few minutes, just to hand over to Santi, who is taking you through the rest of this course. He's made a great effort to be here, both physically and in spirit. So I'm hoping that you make the most of him being with you over the next few weeks. And I'm also looking forward to hearing how it went and how you found the rest of the course. So without further ado, I give it to Santi.
Thank you, Mukami. Shall I tell them the truth as usual?
Yes.
Or shall I tell them good afternoon?
You can tell them the truth.
Yes, because good afternoon is very nice. I don't want to be nice.
Okay.
They have enough nice all the time. The truth.
Really?
Oh, yes.
I disagree, but go on.
No, I'm interested. How is that?
I don't think we have enough nice all the time.
That's very interesting. I'm under the impression that I'm out there to help them not to be spoiled children. Imagine. But
that's not a bad idea at all.
I guess you're probably right though. And I guess there is something in the Kenyan mood where they don't get as much nice as I think they do. But
okay.
However that may be, I will tell them the truth. As usual, the truth is that when all this was planned months ago, in what shallow people call a different world, that is, I suppose, the former normalcy, absurd expressions, normalcy, etc. The idea was that I was going to teach this course on my own, entirely, in Nairobi, of course. But then what happened, and therefore the one we should be grateful for and the one who put the extra mile effort is Mukami Wangai, who was not going to co-teach this course. So I say a big round of applause for her. Now I will tell you another truth. I know for a fact, although I have never told her this, that she is part of my no nice team. So maybe that's why she says, spoil them a bit. How about that, Mukami? How many truths?
I don't even know what to say, Santi.
You don't need to say anything.
Yeah, I
just take it as a compliment. Take it as a compliment and know for sure that, as usual,
yes.
in life, for some, it's not a compliment. For me, it is to be part of the no nice team.
Yeah.
I remember a priest preaching in church one time, This was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where I go often to teach comparative constitutionalism. In the olden days, I used to say comparative constitutional law, but for reasons that will become clear in this unit, law and religion, I no longer talk about comparative constitutional law. The priest said in Baton Rouge, there is one word that Catholics and everyone else should erase from their dictionary. And that word is nice. Have a nice day. She's a nice person. Oh, how nice. Now, the reasons for him to say that, I will leave for another day, but they were very persuasive, and some of you probably don't need them because you're part of the no nice team. Anyways, thank you so much for the introduction. I'll leave them in my hands. I'll do my best to not to be too no nice. You know, I'd love them to turn on not only their cameras, but their mics and all those kinds of things that will allow a smoother and faster participation. But pole, you know, Mukami, the one thing I detest the most is excuses and people starting to talk about noises in their rooms and bad connectivity and, you know, all those sorts of things which are true sometimes and are always irrelevant. So I take it from here.
Thanks a lot, Santi, and all the best.
See you in 2 weeks.
See you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Yeah, exactly. Turn on and say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hi.
exactly.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, you know, a little bit of chaos won't hurt.
Yeah.
So who do I hand it to? Is it the leopard?
Yes, please. Yes. And
Karibu tu.
Asante. And I would like to kindly request if you would give Flora screen sharing rights, because there's something that she's going to share later on. But yes.
Hang on, Tui. Ask that to Whitney. Have someone ask Whitney, the graduate assistant, to share with Flora the screen shootings.
Okay.
She's the host.
Okay, I hope Whitney has had. So yeah. Yes, so we're starting our program. Well, so I hope this lovely, beautiful, sunny day has brought good tidings to everyone and lots of happiness to you as you get to welcome Santi. Well, for me, yes, it's a great day, but I'm actually really nervous because, you know, this is the first time I'm being an MC for this kind of event, but I am so glad to be your host for this session as we get to welcome our long gone and finally returned Santiago Legarre. So, okay, well, you'd bear with me. I decided to have an app for crowd cheering sound effects because, you know, I can't be able to hear what's going on. The disadvantages of having virtual performance. But let me say it again. I am glad to be your host for this session as we get to welcome our long gone but finally returned Professor Santiago Legarre.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sally, you are a changed person. How talkative you are. I don't know you.
Well, yes, I have to because, it's all about growing up, maturing. Yes. So I hope
Well,
you're able to hear the crowd, the sound effects.
okay.
Yes. So, so I would want to hear from you. I want to I want to see whether my Spanish is getting better. So, Profesor, buenos tardes, Profesor.
Buenas tardes, Sally.
¿Cómo estás, Profesor?
Estoy muy contento.
Oh, nice. ¿Cómo fue tu estadía en Argentina?
Sucks.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, so for those of us who aren't able to understand Spanish, I just made a deal with Professor Santi that he's going to take me to Argentina for a holiday, and we've closed the deal. So yes, I believe that most of us.
Chuy,
Yes?
only if you bring your husband.
Why not now?
Well, propriety.
Okay. Yes, so I believe that most of us have met Professor Santiago Legarre in first year during his Intro to Law class. Well, my favorite memory of him is the fact that, he kept brushing his hair every time. Whenever he's talking, he's brushing his hair. Whenever he's walking, he's brushing his and he's doing it again, yes. And And then another memory of him is the fact that he used to talk about his safaris every time, and not to forget talking about his favorite animal, the leopard, Chewy. So I, being his favorite animal, I want to take this opportunity to officially welcome Professor Santiago Legarre to our fourth year Law and Religion class. And then I then yes, so please bear with me with the sound effects because that's the only way I can get I can be able to get feedback.
Wow.
So well, without much further ado, I would like to request my learned friend Michael Butera to tell us more about his memories of Intro to Law. So Michael, well, the floor the screen, as we call it these days, the screen is yours. So Michael, welcome.
Thank you, Sally.